Hi, welcome to another Married to Reselling video. I'm Simon. Faye is also around. It's bank holiday. It's, what is it today? Sunday. And I am sort of having a bit of a, well, not doing too much work, but I have got some tidying up to do and stuff like that. And talk a little bit about reselling, obviously, as well. So I just thought I've got kind of jobs to do around. I've got jobs to do in the barn relating to, as I said, tidying up, reselling and stuff, and I also got jobs to do in the garden. So I thought I'd show you around because we don't really show it very much. First thing I've got to do is sort out all of this. Got more boxes, and this stereo, this was a part of the house clearance and it's sold on our personal account because it's not a business sale, and it's sold and it came back as like having some issues, and the customer said that, I don't know, it cuts out and this doesn't work and that doesn't work. Now, it wasn't fully tested. It was all boxed up, kind of like it hadn't been used, but I could tell it had been out because it had sort of dust in the usual, you know, places where you see dust collect. So I'm going to box this up and probably sell it for, like, parts are not working, if it's worth it. I mean, it sold for, I think, £70 the first time, which has got to be refunded. But the person that sent it back did not send me one of the cables for the subwoofer. He's going to send that separately. He wanted me to order one on Amazon, but I said no, I want to keep the original, you know, the original parts. So he's sending that back, and hopefully I'll be able to, well, I'll just delay the refund until that comes back. I'll probably have to message eBay about that. I mean, there's no particular reason why I should, because the funds have already been kind of removed from the payment account, because it's just how it works with a personal account versus a business account. I'm going to do that. I'm going to box that up, and then I've got to go in the dining room. Let's show you that. Okay, get ready for this. So these boxes, they're all just empty boxes. I think a lot of people have had some spare time on their hands over the weekend because we've just had them turning up more and more and more, and we can never turn any away because they'll stop bringing them, and they're really obviously very valuable to us, having lots of boxes free of charge. That's the puzzle Faye is working on at the moment. She's got to the hard bit where it's all like just the same colour. This one will get sold on Amazon when it's been done. We don't do them all. We often just have them counted, but all that over there, those bin bags, that's all the clothes from the house clearance. We haven't got onto those, and yes, we will be using our personal account and getting no fees because they will be personal sales. We've also got to put this stock away. This is all listed and wrapped, ready to go away in its crates. And I've also got to, these games are incomplete, so what I've got to do is get my tubs down and put all these pieces away and scan the barcodes into my spreadsheet so I know parts that I've got for which games. So they're all the tubs with the bits and bobs in, so I'll be getting all that down and essentially just emptying those games out into these different boxes. There's, like, you know, a box for counters and tokens and moving pieces, boards are in that one, cards. I mean, I don't think I've ever needed any cards, maybe rush hour. So that one just grows, that never goes down. And there's like instruction manuals and all that sort of stuff, more bits. We keep them because I do, probably every time I source and every time I sort games, I'd say pretty much every time I come and get something from here that's missing somewhere else. So it is handy. It doesn't take up that much room, but I am a bit limited for space at the moment, so I do need those, just that little bit of shelf back. Oh yeah, those under there as well. I'm also doing a bit of stuff in the garden, which I'll show you too. Oh, and this just reminded me, it's a bag of coal. Gonna slow cook a pork joint today. Probably gonna put it on for maybe 6 or 7 hours. So I'm gonna have that bubbling away as well on the barbecue. Cool, that is done. So got to decide what to do with that. If anyone's got any recommendations. I mean, we sell stuff that's for spares and parts. The buyer said that the tape deck didn't work at all. Now I've got the tape deck working, and I think the head probably does need cleaning, and I don't have like a tape deck head cleaner or whatever for that. But they also said that it just didn't stay on. Now I played a double CD. It was a house clearance one. It was this one, the British and American groups, the swinging 60s. I played all of that on there, and it was absolutely fine. So who knows, the tuner's fine. Yeah, so we'll see. But now I'm gonna go and get all those boxes out the dining room and find somewhere to put them in here. I had to rescue these because Luna likes trying to eat them. Maybe she heard me call them peanuts once and thinks that's what they are. Something about these dogs, wherever I or we are working, they always then want to kind of be there. So I'm trying to go through this door, lots and lots with those boxes, and he's there. Oh, he's found a lovely little sunny spot. Sorry, Snapes. Sorry, little boy, not going to last very long now, I'm afraid. Okay, so I've cleared that space above the bar. The bar. Funny thing about the bar is that, shouldn't be there, is that me and Faye don't really drink that much. We like a cocktail, Faye likes like a flavoured cider, I like a beer here and there, but all these spirits are just stuff that we've accumulated, and yeah, we don't really drink it. So we try to encourage people when they come round to kind of mix themselves something up. Nice cocktail book for inspiration. But yeah, it's nice actually. At night it glows up. We've got solar, not fairy lights, can't remember what these ones are called when they're tiny. What they're called, can't remember. Anyway, so it glows up at night, it's nice. This space up here, I'm going to try and get all those boxes. I've also got random tubs that I just don't need. I've got so many tubs. So I've also got that. I might clear that space as well. And that's where the spares came from. I might end up putting the spares back down in that gap there, just because all we really keep there is that sap barrow thing. So it kind of takes up a bit of room that doesn't really need to be used, and that means I've got all this space, and also where I just put that stereo system, I might put some up there. Let's see. Up here lives Mr. and Mrs. Starling from Gloucester, we call them. Don't know why. And they've just had babies, fledglings. So we noticed yesterday them diving in and out with worms and stuff. Excuse the splatter. Not really much. Well, we can sort of try and clean it, but I don't know. We're really rural. It's a feature. So yeah, we've noticed them coming in and out. Now I work up there. That's my office up there, so I can hear them like scratching around. I'm wondering if anyone's going to turn up while I'm standing here, or if they're scared, if they don't want to be on film, maybe. Maybe we'll come back later. Another wildlife update. Where's he gone? That is a hornet. Often find them in it. Obviously you can't see how big that is from here. Hopefully he'll take flight and you'll hear him, because he's a big boy. He is, I say he, I'm just saying he, who knows? I don't know about hornets. But that's probably 1.5 inches. Come on, have a little fly around so we can hear you. Oh, where's he gone? He's coming back, he's changed his mind. He's been up there now. Oh, oh, there he goes. Oh. Where is he? There he is. Oh, he's gone through that hole. I mean, he's coming out here. He's now behind there somewhere. Now in here, so this is with the boxes. Lovely beer. However, I can't use this. I don't think, I'm sure I read actually you're not allowed to, but we haven't used like alcohol just because, you know, not everyone wants reminders of alcohol turning up to their house. Well, these are actually alcohol free. Anyway, I can't use those. And along with boxes comes a lot of this paper, which is absolutely fantastic. And I'm just like wedging it under here at the moment. Back. So much paper. So I've got all this paper. I'm gonna have to use Faye's favourite bag to go to the shops with, the Intermarché bag, International Jet Setter, you know. So yeah, don't tell her, but I'm gonna use this bag. Now this little one is going crazy, which means only one thing. Mind out, Luna. Luna, no. Wait there. Let's see. Hey, more boxes. Now usually I'm very excited. However, I've almost got to the bottom of the pile. Good thing about these boxes are, well, they're from a lady who works at a funeral home. Luckily these stickers come off very easily, but they are really, really good boxes. And look, white satin mattress. So these are all stuff that they use. She writes on them all. There's like pillow ones. They're always really good boxes, so happy to see them, sort of. We get a lot of flies in this barn, but the one thing, well, obviously lots of things that keep flies away, but one thing that does a great job are these incense sticks. And these incense sticks we have from when we used to sell them at the like Dickensian shopping village. And we have lots, and we've got lots in our whatnot shop as well, but no one buys anything from whatnot shops, do they? So that's going to do a nice job. Look at the carnage out there, and we can always tell when one of our neighbours is having a good month because we get loads of these hot tub like accessories, because he sells and installs hot tubs. Need to have a word with him, see if he can get us one for free. Just saw the starling came back and then flew out again before I could film. So I'm hanging out like Bill Oddie, waiting for it to come back. I reckon he's over there. Here he is. Time to set up the barbecue or it's going to be too late. And we've got to go out and get the dog's favourite treats because they run out, and something else. Oh, we need more compost and more plants, because although we had a load of plants, we had a load of massive pots, and they've taken way more plants than we thought they would. Each pot, so needs must.
Luna, why are you scratching? Go here or the other one.
Alright, we're popping out now. We're going to have a chat in the car about reselling with Faye. But yeah, I'm just going to leave this. The heat's there. Going to leave it off to the side, indirect cooking. Nice and cool. no airflow really, to keep it nice and cool. And just going to leave that. I'll be topping up the coals a little bit through the day. That's going to go for, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours maybe. Where are we going?
Well, we're going to the farm shoppy garden centre place to get dog treats. These dog treats are like crack to our dogs. They have one every evening, and if we run out, then, well, it can't happen, can it?
No. Very warm in here, and we've got the window shut and the fan on low because we're filming. It's like a 2-minute drive, but we're going to be roasting. I might just turn up a little bit.
It doesn't take 2 of us to buy dog treats, by the way, but we are going. I might need some compost so Simon can lift the bag, and I just want to look at some plants because I've nearly planted everything that I bought the other day, and we like making the garden nice, don't we, for the summer?
Yeah, so it's bank holiday weekend, as I said earlier. This video is going to be really rough and ready just to what we're doing in a day. So I'm going to show you around the garden and the field and the secret garden that we call it, and other areas of where we hang out, where we spend our time, where we resell from, and where we relax. And because it's bank holiday, we're not really working.
No.
But sales are absolutely awful. Now, this isn't a video about moaning about eBay, but we're just saying how it is for us. There's obviously a lot of people who have the opposite experience, or are probably having the opposite experience today. But just for us, yesterday we sold one thing all day, and it was about £4 plus post. That's the reality of what is going on right now for us on eBay.
Yeah, whenever, like, people always have bad selling days, and there's always people at the same time that are having great selling days, and yeah, it's just nature of the beast, isn't it? But we are having a rubbish few days of sales. I mean, we've got a sale on, haven't we? 20% off blankets,
20% off everything. We have free posts on a lot of stuff, which means, you know, fast and free, top rated seller plus. We are promoting on everything to what's it called, like trending rates with no cap. So some of the stuff, the highest is 18%, I think. It's not a lot of it, just a few items, and you can never work out why those particular items are, because and other ones that have seemed quite similar to them aren't. But hey ho, that's how it goes. We can do that because our cost prices are so low, but we wouldn't do it otherwise.
No, but I listed every day last week up until yesterday. I've just listed a couple of things yesterday just to keep the eBay algorithm happy, if that's such a thing.
The algorithm.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to ask someone. There's lots of people that know all about the algorithm. Got the inside knowledge of the algorithm.
Yeah. Well,
just go on Instagram for that.
But the sales that we have had, I think we've got 12 things that need to be posted, and they are all, most of them are like 10, 11, 12 pounds, which is fine because they're pence, they cost us pence. But it's just like, we've got really decent stuff in our shop. Where is everybody? I've noticed changes on the eBay app, little things here and there, so people say when stuff's going on. Sales.
Have you seen the latest one, the GSP one, where none of the reference numbers are getting applied to the addresses?
I did see someone say that. Yeah.
God, yeah, it's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Anyway, we're here.
Oh yeah, here we go. So we're going to do some shopping. I will blur those faces. I probably won't. If there's anyone that's like on witness protection or something and have come to the garden centre, they might be in trouble.
I'm going over here.
You go over there. So over there is where the car boot sale is, and we talked all the way on the journey, and it's just there. And we've been, how many times have we been to that one? 3 times maybe in the 5 years we've lived here. Oh, we're going for a trolley. Means business. Can we have this one? I want this one. I'll see you push that one. Need some supermarket trolley music. So what are you looking for?
And some of these. White one of these.
So how come we're shopping here and not in Cardington?
This is closer.
Cardington's so cheap though.
Well, how much are they then?
$2.99. I'm not saying that's expensive. I'm just
Well,
saying.
no, I paid less than that at Cardington.
That's what I mean.
So why don't we go to Cardington?
That's what I just asked you.
Okay, we'll go to Cardington. We'll get dog treats here and then go to Cardington.
Yeah, they are. So these.
Yeah.
Sort of regretting leaving the trolley back there now.
Come on, you can do it.
So we've got a change of plan, as you probably heard. After we got the compost, well, after we'd waited for a family who were climbing all over the compost that we wanted, after they got off it, we got our compost. And now we are driving to, what's it called, Cottage Nurseries.
Yeah.
That's where you came the other day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, we both came, and then you came again, and now you're going again.
Yeah.
To get bedding plants and stuff.
Yeah.
I put on Instagram the other day about shipping speeds and dispatch speeds and stuff, because I was interested to know why people that do extended dispatch instead of extended delivery when they're getting dings for like late deliveries. I put it on Instagram and quite a few people messaged and said it's because they can't dispatch every day. But that's not right, because if you can't dispatch every day, then you wouldn't then you would have a longer dispatch and you wouldn't be moaning about getting dings. So the point of the post that I shared was that this person was extending their dispatch to like 5 days, so not their shipping speed, their dispatch speed, to 5 days, because they were fed up of getting dings. And I said, why don't you change your delivery speed? And people said no, because they can't ship every day. But you don't need to extend your dispatch times. If you're getting done for late deliveries, you need to extend your delivery times. It's the wrong way around. Yeah, a number of people said, yeah, they're doing it because they can't dispatch every day. Well, no. If they can't dispatch every day, then they wouldn't be fed up of getting dings. That's what they said. I'm sick of getting dings because stuff's arriving late. That's got nothing to do with your dispatch, that is your shipping. The moment you dispatch something, if you've got Royal Mail 48, that's what eBay are going to go by, Royal Mail 48. So extend your delivery, so like you can do other courier 3 days, other courier 5 days, and that will solve your problem.
So tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so I said to you yesterday, but I don't know if you were really listening properly or not.
Depends what I was doing.
About we need to plan our little getaway to the potteries, don't we? Because we are going to combine it with dropping off the swords at the sword specialist on the way in Warwickshire.
Yeah.
So we want to go to the potteries. We can go for like maybe a couple of nights up there. Where should we go? Like, I know that a lot of places have museums. I mean, where's the good central place to kind of stay in a hotel and be able to go off and do some good charity shops and maybe go to a couple of the pottery places? Like, I know Emma Bridgewater, you can go there.
Yeah, is it Stoke, or is it like near Stoke? Like where? Yeah, is Stoke too sort of big? Should we go somewhere a bit smaller?
Yeah, and have you got any recommendations for some good, like, should we go to Wedgwood? Should we, like, any sort of recommendations? Because we haven't been up there, have we? And spent really any time
not as resellers. I've been up there a fair bit, but not as resellers.
So yeah, any suggestions, any good places to go, even like restaurant recommendations or sort of touristy things, let us know, because we want to put a plan together and go, not in school holidays, but between now and August would be a good time to go, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you want to contact the sword people then to sort of book an appointment or something.
Well, you don't need to book an appointment, but I will be contacting them saying, right, I'm planning on coming to you on blah 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 date, will you be open? And they reply and say yes, blah blah blah. So if we get pulled by the cops,
yeah,
we've got it, like, well, that's why we're travelling with swords in the car.
Forgot his name.
Oh, darling. yet our clothes guy, have we?
No.
So before Christmas we had a contact for clothes, and that's where we got our clothes from to do Whatnot, and it looked like a good contact, but then we knocked Whatnot on the head. But he got in touch with you the other day, didn't he, saying that he's moved premises and he's got lots of cream.
Yeah.
So
you sort of suggested Vinted Pro for that, didn't you?
yeah, so because sales are so terrible,
Sporadic.
yeah, terrible, sporadic. I mean, I've had a couple of sales on Vinted in the last week, which based on like numbers is quite good, because I don't have many things listed on Vinted. I don't have many things for like I didn't list many things, and 2 or 3 things sold. So the odds are better on Vinted than eBay. So
But we don't list clothes on eBay.
no, we don't. But they
We
won't.
don't really list clothes.
No, but they won't close.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
They won't close. They were just like bits and bobs that we've got for sale that you can sell on Vinted, because you can't. The stuff we sell on eBay, you can't sell most of it on Vinted.
No.
It gets taken down.
Yeah.
So our clothing reseller's doing well at the moment. So it's a question if we can get cheap clothes. Should we, because we have to pay the bills? Do we get back into doing a few clothes? Do we go there and see what his new premises is like and what he can offer? Like, what do you think?
What do I think? I think that if we go back to clothes, it'll be the 18th, 19th, 20 millionth time that we've pivoted back and forwards from clothes.
But isn't that what our business is about? We have to pivot. We're self-employed. We don't want to get a job, so we have to kind of sell what people want, or sell what we can get cheap.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Unless you want to pivot into something random like fishing.
Yeah, no. I'm all up for adapting.
That is the word, isn't it? Adapting.
Yeah, I'm all up for that. We do that every day, really. We do it every day with one thing or another. You know, it could be a decision that I make in the barn when I'm packing something. It could be a decision you make, or one of us, you know, we both make when we're listing something, doing something different. You know, we just added a bunch of AI backgrounds to some listings on Etsy and where else? Interior? No.
eBay.
Let's go through Old Warden. If you don't know Old Warden, it's where Shuttleworth College is, and it's got some of the most beautiful little cottages.
Shuttleworth Estate.
Sorry, yeah, Shuttleworth Estate. They do air shows. There's a college which do like all horticultural stuff. I mean, personally, I think I wouldn't want to get back into clothes. I think there's other opportunities.
Like what?
Other opportunities, like in our business. You know, I've not done price changes on eBay for probably 2 months, in terms of all the old stuff that doesn't sell you'd expect not to sell, because if it hasn't sold by now it's not going to sell, or it needs to be cheaper. But that's old stuff, so I'm talking about stuff that's over, you know, 3 months old. Anything less than 3 months old I've not touched in terms of pricing. And you know, at the end of the day, if you buy something for £1.50 and list it for 90 quid and it doesn't sell, then drop the price, because that doesn't mean to say that you've got bad stock just because it hasn't sold. It just means to say that maybe you've reached a bit far. So I always think that, and whenever we then, you know, putting a 20% sale on is one thing. That's just a broad brushstroke on the inventory. That's not, you know, there's nothing scientific about doing that. But actually, You know, whenever we have dips in sales, and it was the same when we sold clothes and had dips in sales, I'd say, right, what's our top watched items? I'd look at those, I'd drill down more into that item, the competition, the type of item it is, reprice it, change a couple of things, and lo and behold, those top watched items would start selling. So that's what I'm about when it comes to, you know, making changes in the business, like subtle changes, adapting to the market. I'm not, you know, yes, people do a lot of clothes. You know, there's obviously lots of clothing sellers that are successful, and there's clothing sellers that aren't successful, and the difference between the two are the ones that are successful will be closer to having their finger on the pulse of the clothing market in terms of trends, demand and pricing. That's the difference, isn't it? It's the stock. You know, eBay is only dead for people who sell things that nobody wants. That's the reality, you know, and we've got items like that, of course we have, because when we buy from auction, we might buy 30 crates, and of course not everything in those crates is desired, and people pick off the good stuff, and then the other stuff sits, and then we end up putting it on promotion, and or, you know, slashing the prices or whatever, and stuff does start to sell, just as it did over the Easter weekend, I think, maybe just before that. You know, we had a big purge. So that's, you know, that's just my opinion. That's not me making any sort of decision, because ultimately the decision is going to be yours, because you're the one that's going to be listing the stuff.
I would be interested to go and see him. I mean, we've got a courtesy car this coming week. We could maybe bomb over in that, because then we're not putting the miles on us. But it would be good to go and have a look and see what the situation is, and maybe just, if he's got cream, just get a bag of cream and try it.
Yeah, as I said, you know, it's not for me to decide or anything like that. I've just given you my opinion because you asked for it.
Yeah, I just think we found this contact. We looked hard for it, and do we just?
Probably the mistake we made in terms of the previous time was probably getting pretty decent stock and putting it on Whatnot.
Yeah.
It's probably the mistake we made. We should have probably put it on eBay.
Yeah.
But so we wanted to dip our toe in the water and Whatnot, didn't we?
I think we should go. I think we need to look at the calendar, decide when we're going to go, give them a ring and go.
Okay, so I have done the boxes, meats on the barbecue. We've been to the one nursery and one sort of farm shop. Faye is busy planting everything up. I'm now going to do the parts for the games, so that's stuff that we've had for, like, I don't know, maybe 6 months worth. Actually, I feel like it's longer than that, some of it. So it's stuff where they were incomplete, not worth getting the bits for. Keep the bits because it's stuff that may well pick up in the future, and hopefully use those to complete. And I put everything on a spreadsheet, and that goes on the Facebook group, so if anyone needs any bits, I know if I've got them or not, because I just get them to show me the barcode and I can look it up on my spreadsheet. Like the cardboard boxes, the game boxes that you see, I'm just going to scan into my spreadsheet. Plastic's going into recycling, the boxes also going recycling. Those puzzles have pieces missing, so they'll be recycled. And then I've got a couple over there that I've just got to go and get bags from upstairs, put the little pieces in and then chuck them in the tubs, and that is done. Stowed them away this time, over there, out of the way, much nicer. Oh, I can hear the hornet, there it is. Righto, do you want to let us know what's going on in here? This is what we call the secret garden, to anyone that's not seen this area before. It's where the oil tank lives, look at that. But we had like evergreen there and there, they both died. Conifers, yeah, and then that one was a dead one that I planted in the ground, and then I made that sort of log wall as a sort of barrier, And then we're growing all sorts of stuff up here, which Faye will no doubt tell you about. And this is general, it's where we keep the logs in the winter. We've had the greenhouse has been there whilst the sort of smaller plants are, what do you call them?
Hardening off.
Hardening off, they're staying out the frost. Yeah.
Excuse the outfit, gardening clothes. I have been planting up plants. Some people say it's too early, bedding plants, but I looked at the weather and it looks alright, so I've just gone for it. So I have planted these Facebook Marketplace pickup bargains. They were free.
Oh, what, the planters?
Yeah.
That's the day we got that one. It was the day of the car crash.
It was.
That I had to stay around for, and I've just had a letter from the police. I've got to do the thing.
Yeah, so I planted these up. Well, I planted those up with black-eyed Susans and other bedding plants, and I have pulled all the weeds out the top of the road.
Coming. Yeah.
We had 2 monsters that like eating compost.
Those two.
Yeah, but I planted this one. This was like an old sort of cooking bucket thing that my dad drilled holes in for me so I could have it as a planter. Excuse me, lady beans. Planted that purple one, planted this one, and then I planted all of those on my bargain £5 staging that I got from the tip shop. And I planted a eucalyptus in there, and we have to put sieves over things so that the dogs eat in the soil. So yeah, I've been quite busy. We haven't planted that yet. We've got to dig a hole for that.
Oh yeah, that's going
Against the wall.
down there. Shall we walk around the field?
Yeah. I weeded from there, got to empty that. Planted that honeysuckle.
Nice.
Um,
You planted anything over here? I see you've dug out the weeds. Is there any soil there?
yeah. Well, I didn't dig out all the weeds because there wouldn't
No.
be anything left.
It's these things. Find a good one like this. And I pulled a load out the other day, but basically started getting blisters. But this field used to be just all grass, really, didn't it? There wasn't a lot of weeds, but over the years we need to kind of treat it and stuff, or do something. We'll just keep pulling them out so they don't get bigger. You can see where I've pulled them out.
Got all these plants, these pots to fill as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, including, 20 times 2, 23.
This is the back of the secret garden. That's your view.
There's my view.
Ooh.
Fell over.
Yeah, earlier on when we were talking about, I was thinking about it, when we were in the car, we were talking about reselling, and I said that if you've got stuff that's not selling, it's because no one wants it. I think what I meant was, like, think of all the places you can sell, all the different platforms and everything else. At the end of the day, if someone doesn't want something on eBay, and they don't want it on Etsy, and they don't want it here, and they don't want it there, then they don't want it. Doesn't mean to say that your stock is crap stock. It just means to say that there's no one there. You know, that's what, at the end of the day, that's why we sell on Amazon as well, because, you know, books, DVDs, games, and all the rest of it, that's what, you know, so it's just about the platforms. Because I thought, when I said it, I thought, well, people are just going to think I'm sort of saying everyone's got crap stock that's not selling anything, and that's not what I meant. I just meant the reality is, if you've got stuff that someone on eBay doesn't want, then they don't want. Then you've got stuff that people don't want. Like, it doesn't mean to say they won't want it in a month or a year, or, you know, trends change, things change. So this is, I just made this.
Oh, look, you missed a molehill.
Oh no. Yeah, all of those brown patches that you can see on the lawn were molehills through the winter. And I, over the last few weeks, have been taking them up, and we finally got the last one done. It was a high five moment.
It was a high five moment.
So tonight I've started got the little fire ready. That, is that elder? No.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, that came down. It was
dead.
It was there, and it just came down.
In a storm.
So that's getting burnt, all that ivy around it. The boxes,
got a little bonfire bench.
Yeah, this is where we sit with a beer stroke cider. Oh, I noticed.
Oh, what?
The cows are all sitting down. They're all laying down. It's going to rain.
There's a couple standing. Maybe
Yeah.
they're just tired.
No, hopefully not. Well, I mean, hopefully they are just tired. Hopefully it's not going to rain.
We have got to finish planting.
Yeah.
Got to dig a hole for that plant.
Eucalyptus. Oh, I want to plant that.
No, it's your nose here.
Oh yeah, I want to plant. Where is it?
He's not planting it.
That evergreen there.
No, he's not planting it.
It needs planting.
We can go and plant it in a hedgerow somewhere.
Yeah, it can come down here in the corner there.
No, it will look horrible. This is all like woodland. You don't get conifers in a wood, really. Not like that. Go and like take it somewhere else and plant it. Gosh. Yeah, we've got lots to do.
And probably the last bit of this video will be the pork coming off the barbecue and the fire.
Have you told any vegetarians and vegans you're sorry?
When I put the pork on the barbecue the first time, I'm going to put up a raw meat warning, because not everyone wants to see it, so sorry about that. But yeah, we will just carry on, finish off. I've kind of done the big jobs, and yeah, we'll have a fire, a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Seems as it's Sunday tomorrow, even though it's not Sunday tomorrow.
Bank hole.
It's the equivalent of Sunday.
Yeah, we like being outside, don't we? When we can, like in our garden. It's a huge extension of our house. We're very lucky.
When it's dry.
Yeah. When
really
in the
nice.
winter, it can be a bit not cabin fevery, but we just have so much space in the spring and summer. The back door's open, and lots of people come around. We have barbecues and drinks, and everyone likes it. Bring their dogs, don't they?
Yeah, we want to have F&S Fest here one year.
Yet again,
A
we don't.
reseller meet-up for Stroke Festival where we'll just like have like portaloos on the drive
nice.
and tents.
Right, last house was a party house. This house is more like
Chill.
With
Like being on holiday.
again having like if you've got a dog, bring it.